St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer our diabetes prevention program. Driving Down Diabetes is a free CDC-approved diabetes prevention program. This year-long program begins January 9th, 2023 with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, and sleep while receiving encouragement and accountability. It's for those at risk for diabetes only, not for those who have already been diagnosed with diabetes. If you are an over-the-road truck driver with a valid Class A CDL and are wondering if you are at risk for diabetes, go to truckersfund.org and take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab. Driving Down Diabetes is made possible by Southern Recipe. If you have questions, email Julie at truckersfund.org. Don't let diabetes put the brakes on your career. Sign up today. Again, to sign up and get more info, go to truckersfund.org. Truckersfund.org.
7 million children suffer from asthma, more than any other chronic disease. Most asthma attacks are caused by allergic reactions to allergens, including those left behind by cockroaches and mice. In fact, 82% of U.S. households contain mouse allergens, and cockroaches are found in up to 98% of urban homes. How can you protect your family? Find out at pestworld.org. A message from the National Pest Management Association and the American College of Allergy, Asthma, and Immunology.
Those serving in our military, they're the difference makers. Separated from family, enduring hardships far from home, sacrificing for their country, while serving in a different country. Well, for those of us who support our armed forces through the USO, we get to make a difference too. Through the USO, we get to be the force that delivers the phone call between spouse and deployed service member. The force that brings newborn and new parent together through a delivery room video chat. And the force that makes sure our military, serving 7,000 miles away, gets to watch the big game from a USO center. We get to be the force behind the forces, connecting them to every comfort of family, home, and country possible. It's a good feeling to make a difference. Visit uso.org/force to learn how you can be the force behind the forces.
If you or a loved one has sleep apnea, you can help advance research that may lead to a cure. myapnea.org is an online community where providers, researchers, families, and patients can share and learn from each other. Fill out the online survey and wake up to a better future at myapnea.org, a public service from the American Sleep Apnea Association. News Talk 105.9
WMAL.
Making sense of the news.
It's Red Eye Radio. He is Eric Harney, and I'm Gary McNamara, 86690 Red-Eyed. I guess Representative James Comer also said yesterday that James Baker will be called to testify.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a given. That's a given. Also, it came out that, in fact, I think it was Fauci himself that talked about it. His daughter worked at Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
As someone tweeted, of course she did.
Yes, I saw that. I don't know who it was. I was doing the same thing. It was like, well, duh, of course she did.
Of course she did.
Anything me.
I mean, my thought is, there's probably an office that Dr. Fauci himself has at Twitter and Facebook. We're going to find out all these things, look at the huge campus, Google, they've got all these offices. Does that say FBI on the door?
Yeah.
No, never mind that. That's Fauci? Yeah, of course it is.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One. Listen to Red Eye Radio wherever you are with the Red Eye Radio app. Available on Android and iPhone. Download it now from the App Store or by visiting us at redeyeradioshow.com.
Since 1922, Mystic Lubricants has been providing superior specially formulated to meet the unique demands of your specialized machines. They provide advanced protection for engine longevity and are the choice of people who make a living working the land. Learn more about Mystic products at mysticlubes.com. That's MYSTIK lubes.com.
Put your truck on a cat scale.
Oh, before we get back on the road, let's stop at this cat scale and weigh.
Definitely. Will you use the Weigh My Truck app?
You know I'm no good with technology.
It's easy. Just try it.
Okay. Wow. You can process the entire weigh on your smartphone and email your paperwork anywhere?
That's right.
So this is how we've been getting through the cat scale so fast.
Yep, and you pretend not to like technology.
Forget this accuracy. Weigh your truck on a cat scale. When you weigh on a cat scale, you get a no excuses guarantee. If you get an overweight citation after weighing legal on a cat scale, we'll either reimburse you for the fine or go to court with you. At over 2,000 cat scale locations, we've got your back. You can now save time weighing by using your smartphone. Download the Weigh My Truck app from the Google Play Store or the App Store. Find out more at weighmytruck.com. Forget this accuracy. Weigh your truck on a cat scale.
Were you hopeful for less chance of an inspection delay at the roadside in 2021? Compared to the 2020 pandemic year, you were disappointed as inspection likelihood rose from 2020 levels substantially. That's according to the new comprehensive analysis from Overdrive Magazine's decade-long CSA's Data Trail series. But the 2022 series update shows that state truck enforcement departments still aren't back to pre-COVID inspection levels. Learn more about this today. There are some new risks, though, in rising moving violations as well as hours of service detention. You can determine your own roadside risk with 48 state rankings in many inspection and violation categories. Download the full report via overdriveonline.com. Navigate to the regulations section to find the CSA's Data Trail 2022 update. That's overdriveonline.com in the regulations section. And check out CSA's Data Trail 2022 update today.
The St. Christopher Truckers Relief Fund is excited to once again offer its diabetes prevention program, Driving Down Diabetes. This free CDC-approved year-long program begins January 9, 2023 with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and more. Sponsored by Southern Recipe, this program is for those at risk not already diagnosed with diabetes. Go to truckersfund.org, take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab, and sign up today. WMAL-FM, Woodbridge, Washington, a Cumulus media station.
Making sense of the news.
News Talk 105.9.
News
An
now.
American reporter dies at the World Cup. I'm Carmen Roberts, Fox News. Grant Wall, one of the most well-known U.S. soccer writers, died early Saturday while covering the World Cup match between Argentina and the Netherlands.
Grant Wall was covering his 8th World Cup. U.S. media seated next to Wall saw him fall back in his seat during extra time of the match, and reporters next to him called for help. Emergency workers responded quickly, but Wall later died. U.S. Soccer Federation issuing a statement saying we can always count on Grant to deliver insightful and entertaining stories about our game.
Fox's Chris DeMeo. One day prior to his death, Wall revealed he was dealing with bronchitis. However, the New York Post reports his brother Eric believes he was killed. The White House authorizes an additional $275 million in military aid for Ukraine.
New capabilities to boost its air defenses and counter the threats that Ukraine is facing from drones. We're also providing critical equipment that Ukraine is using so effectively to defend itself on the battlefield, such as more ammunition for high launch and for Ukraine's artillery.
National Security Council spokesman John Kirby. The money is intended to help Ukraine fend off increasing attacks on its civilian infrastructure, including power plants. Meantime, White House officials say they cannot discuss details of negotiations that led Russia to release Brittany Griner.
This is a big question, particularly for the family of former U.S. Marine Paul Whelan. He has been held in Russia since 2018, and the White House also says that when they were in discussions with Russia on this, Whelan's freedom was never on the table.
Fox's Alexander Hoff. And today marks 1 year since a massive tornado devastated wide swaths of western Kentucky, killing 81 people. America's listening to Fox News.
Stay on top of the
forecast with America's Weather Team in the palm of your hands.
Here's the latest from America's Weather Center.
It's Fox weather updates throughout your busy day, every day.
5 inches of rain by tomorrow.
Temperatures being 30 degrees above average.
Put the power of over 100 meteorologists and the worldwide resources of Fox in your hands with the Fox Weather Podcast. Precise, personal, powerful. Subscribe and listen now at foxnewspodcasts.com. Connect to Fox News Audio on the Fox News app. Listen to hear your favorite hosts like Brian Kilmeade, Jimmy Fallon, and Guy Benson standing up for what's right, live and via podcast. Just click listen, then swipe right and hear the latest news updates on your time. And scroll down to hear the latest podcasts from Fox News. And it's even easier to listen in the car with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Get programming alerts and notifications. Fox News Audio is on the Fox News app. The voices America trusts. Download it now.
The future of Oregon's new gun law remains in limbo.
Oregon Measure 114, that was narrowly approved by voters last month, was supposed to go into effect on Thursday, though a judge blocked the law in a suit over the Second Amendment. The state's high court also refusing the state's emergency appeal. The law that faces multiple suits would ban high-capacity gun clips, require background checks and fingerprinting, and mandate hands-on training courses and permitting via law enforcement agencies in Oregon that would be tasked with qualifying or disqualifying people from purchasing guns, in a process that sheriffs and police chiefs say they're not prepared to do. Another hearing on Measure 114 is set for next week. Jeff Manasso, Fox News.
About 800 people marched in the Philippine capital today to protest what they say is a rising number of people killed by officials in President Ferdinand Marcos Jr.'s administration. Police in Louisiana arrest a man they say admitted to killing an Uber driver who also worked for the New Orleans Police Department.
The Jefferson Parish Sheriff's Office says Yolanda Dillion was found with multiple wounds inside her vehicle in the parking lot of the Travelodge Hotel in Harvey Thursday night. She was rushed to a nearby hospital where she died. Police working with Uber to pursue a suspect, leading them to 29-year-old Brandon Jacobs, who was staying at the hotel.
His confession basically was stated that he woke up yesterday morning and decided he was going to kill someone.
Jefferson Parish Sheriff Joe Lapinto. Dillion worked for the New Orleans Police for 10 years as a fiscal analyst, a shocking loss for the department, according to Chief Sean Ferguson.
Truly an extremely lovely person.
Matt Napolitano, Fox News.
And a down day and week for Wall Street after producer prices rose more than expected last month. The Dow fell 305 points yesterday. I'm Carmen Roberts, and this is Fox News.
For all your glass, mirror, and shower door needs, visit DullasGlass.com. Dullas Glass, love your glass.
It's Vince. If you're looking for a great time out this holiday season,